but this is the gist of what's going on inside the electronics. First question, why not just emit the raw sensor data as your video footage? Turns out that's not too far from what a raw file actually does, but those can get very large very fast. And if we go through and multiply all these numbers out, what we'll find is that it uses 1.2 gigabytes per second of data, which on a 1 terabyte hard drive only gives you 13 minutes. Most cameras, including ours, compress the data using a series of transforms, which will attempt to reduce the file size while maintaining the image quality. First transform, and the one that impacts color space the most, is this linear to log conversion. So 16 bits of color depth is a lot of data to store about color, because you're not just storing 16 bits per pixel, it's 16 bits per color channel. The next compression that's often applied is chroma subsampling. That's that 422 piece. Now, this is another mathematical trick. It also leverages how humans perceive color. Just like shadows, we tend to pay a lot of attention to contrast and less attention to subtle color differences. Chroma subsampling is just a way of getting rid of some of the color data without getting rid of the contrast data. Finally, when saving to a hard drive, there can be lossless compression. This is just a computer algorithm that deduplicates data across frames or across space. The way to read this chart is you start with the raw file on the left, and then you incrementally apply the transformations going right. And at each point, I've highlighted, where things change. And at the bottom, you see the reduced file size and the number of minutes you could store on a 1 terabyte hard drive. So the lin to log conversion takes us from 16 bits of color depth down to 10. The 422 chroma subsampling effectively makes us go from 3 samples per pixel down to 2. And then the 3-to-1 compression is just this straight compression that's applied at the end. And we go from only being able to store 13 minutes of data to over 100 minutes of data on a 1 terabyte hard drive.